We have some breaking news to tell you about from Walnut Creek. This is a live look at our Walnut Creek traffic camera. Apparently there was some sort of, it says that it's some sort of fire. Everyone near South Main Street, Castle Hill Road, and Creekside Drive should be aware of a large structure fire. You are being asked to avoid the area. You could see the smoke in this live shot right now. Walnut Creek PD is alerting residents to the dangerous situation. Again, please avoid South Main Street, Castle Hill Road. And they're also asking you to avoid Creekside Drive due to a fire. This is out of Walnut Creek, a live look. We are trying to get Contra Costa Fire, someone from the Contra Costa Fire Protection District, I believe Steve Hill, to join us on the phone to kind of give us a background on what's going on. But you can see the fire is just, I mean, the smoke is growing in intensity. You could see just kind of hanging over the Highway 24 in Walnut Creek. This is a live look. This is, we're reporting on news of a structure fire. I'm not sure if we have Steve Hill on the phone yet. Not yet. We are working on getting someone from the Contra Costa County Fire Protection District on the phone, but again, a fire has broken out. I'm reading from CHP, they say that there are two separate fires on Castle Hill. There is one on the fourth floor of an apartment at 1365 at Castle Hill. It's a fire at an elderly home. But again, this is a fire that is actively burning right now. This is a live look. It looks like our camera has frozen. This is all a reminder. I mean, the weather has been extremely hot and dry, and it looks like we just lost the shots. Do we have Steve Hill on the phone yet? We do not have Steve Hill on the phone. Again, we have breaking news to tell you about out of Walnut Creek. There is a fire burning off of Highway 680. We're reading that it's apparently two separate fires on Castle Hill. This is a live look. You could see traffic building up on the freeway there. With the weather being as dry and hot as it is, this is a danger right now. Temperatures have cooled off since the start of the week, but we are going into an extremely warm weekend as well. There's an alert that says everyone near South Main Street and Castle Hill Road and Creekside Drive, they should be aware of a large structure fire. I am reading that it's a fire at an elderly home on the fourth floor of an apartment at 1365 at Castle Hill. We are working on getting Steve Hill from the Contra Costa County Fire Protection District on the phone so we can get more information. But again, Walnut Creek Police is asking everyone to avoid that area. Again, South Main Street and Castle Hill Road. They're also asking people to avoid Creekside Drive because of this fire. We've seen a number of fires sparking just within this last week alone. Fire season has apparently come early this year. Fire crews are warning everyone to create that defensible space around your home as the weather is extremely dry and warm. And we are starting to see vegetation fires like this ignite throughout different parts of the Bay Area. If you're just joining us, we are, again, covering a breaking news, a fire that's burning over Walnut Creek. We do know that yesterday fire crews were working on fire mitigation in Orinda and Moraga. In that area, they were doing something called chipping, taking the vegetation and putting it through a chipper. But again, unfortunately, in some areas, the vegetation is just, it presents too much of a risk. Not quite sure where this is, but again, this is in Walnut Creek. This is an image courtesy of PG&E. Residents are asked to avoid the area. We are working on getting Contra Costa County Fire Protection on the phone so we can learn more about it, but we do know that it's causing a bit of traffic on Highway 24 in Walnut Creek. The smoke can be seen off of the highway. Vegetation fire burning. Again, there was a fire in Pittsburgh last week. As I talk about the number of fires that have been burning in this last week alone due to the dry temperature and the dry humidity and the high temperatures, you can see traffic forming. There was a fire in Pittsburgh last week. It came pretty close to homes. They did evacuate a number of homes. Thankfully, fire crews were able to contain that fire. Didn't damage homes, but it did burn some fences. Just a reminder again to create that defensible space. It's just a matter of clearing out that dry brush, the dry vegetation that is accumulating around your home. Creating that defensible space allows the fire to stop at a certain line, preventing it from getting too close to your home, preventing potentially a deadly situation. Again, if you are just joining us, we are taking a live look at Walnut Creek. There is a fire that is burning right now. My producers are working on getting a fire official on the phone. But if you are headed in that direction, expect a little bit of traffic. As you can see, smoke can be seen from the freeway. It is a structure fire. We have no word yet as to if are there any injuries, if there are any other evacuations, but we do know that it's a structure fire that's burning in Walnut Creek right now at Castle Hill Road and South Main Street. You could see it's south of Blackwood and Walnut Knolls, just north of Walnut Heights, pretty well-populated area. Crews are asking that you avoid that area as they are trying to actively battle this fire. Again, this is just one of several fires that have sparked in this last week. Temperatures have been warm and they're only going to increase this weekend. It's also been dry. We haven't seen very much rain at all this year. We saw a little bit in April, but that was about it. We are expecting a very, very dangerous fire season this year. And this is just evidence of that. Again, we are working on getting a fire official on the phone to speak with us, tell us more about where specifically this fire is located, what's going on. It is just getting word that it is a house fire. Again, near Castle Hill Road. You are asked to avoid the area. Not sure what caused the fire, not sure if it's burning outside of the house, if it started inside the house, but we do know that conditions are not ideal for fire crews at this time. Again, we're covering a fire that is burning in Walnut Creek. You are asked to avoid this area. This is a live look at Walnut Creek. This is Highway 24. You can see the smoke kind of just blanketing over the highway as traffic forms. It is 4:30 in the afternoon right now, so rush hour traffic, if that's a thing right now during the pandemic, it is set to start, and this fire is only going to make it worse. Now, we are seeing on social media that the explosion was heard around 3:50 p.m. A man tweeted that out, so I'm not sure if that explosion is in connection with this fire or not, but we do know confirmed it is a house fire that's burning in Walnut Creek currently. Again, South Main Street, Castle Hill Road, and Creekside Drive. That's the area that you should avoid. We do have Steve Hill from the Contra Costa County Fire Protection District on the phone. Steve, what's going on out there? Steve, can you hear me? And it sounds like we're having some connection issues with Steve right now, but... Steve, are you there? Hello, Steve. We are trying to get Steve Hill from the Contra Costa County Fire Protection District on the phone. We just lost our live shot of Highway 24, but we are following a house fire in Walnut Creek. Apparently there are reports of an explosion. Not sure. It's not confirmed whether the explosion is in connection to the house fire, but we are working to get Steve Hill of the Contra Costa County Fire Protection District on the phone with us to find out more. We're not sure if there have been any injuries, if anyone was in the home, if other homes are at risk, if evacuation orders have been put into place. But what we do know is that it's a house fire burning near South Castle, on Castle Hill and Main Street, South Main Street and Castle Hill Road and Creekside Drive. You are being asked to avoid that area. It's a 2-alarm fire. We do know it's a 2-alarm fire at a senior care facility. Contra Costa Fire, they have tweeted saying that it's a 2-alarm fire at our senior care facility in the 1500 block of Castle Hill. That's over in Walnut Creek. All residents are accounted for and being transported to a safe location. Fire across the highway that's being caused by wind-blown embers that have been extinguished, but the cause of the fire is still under investigation. So if you're just joining us, we are tracking a 2-alarm fire at a senior care facility in the 1500 block of Castle Hill over in Walnut Creek. This is a live look. You could see a little bit of smoke. The screen on the left, that's a live look over Highway 24. Excuse me, Contra Costa Fire, they're saying that the smoke that you see over the freeway, that's due to embers that have been extinguished. That's the wind blowing them over. But thankfully, all residents of the senior care facility have been accounted for and are being transported right now to a safe location. We're not sure if any injuries, if anyone has been injured in this fire, but it does sound like as far as the people that live within the facility, they're being taken care of. Now, you are bound to hit a little bit of traffic if you are headed in this direction. You could see traffic forming on the left side of your screen right now. When you see a little bit of smoke at this time of year, especially with the temperatures and just the weather conditions, it's always concerning. This is a new photo. You can see Contra Costa Fire. They tweeted this out. This was the tweet I was reading. They sent it out 4 minutes ago. Again, 2-alarm fire, senior care facility. It looks like that home, it just looks completely destroyed. It's in the 1500 block of Castle Hill. The people that live at this particular facility, all residents have been accounted for and they've been transported to a safe location. But this is a photo that Contra Costa Fire, Contra Costa County Fire Protection, they tweeted this out. Now, a little earlier, someone tweeted saying that they heard an explosion in the area. There's no word as to whether or not the explosion is connected to this picture that you see right here, but it does look like a very, very severe fire situation. You can see the smoke just kind of coming off the house. Now, we do have Steve Hill back on the phone from the Contra Costa County Fire Protection District. Steve, we're seeing a photo that was tweeted out of this senior care facility. The home looks completely destroyed.
Ring.
Yeah, that's right. Well, at least it's extensively damaged. That's for sure. We've had a bit of a chaotic situation out here the last 40 minutes or so. It's been pretty windy this afternoon in Walnut Creek, and so the fire that originated and extensively damaged the senior care facility on Castle Hill Road also got into a couple of adjacent homes, and in fact, wind-blown embers traveled across Interstate 680. If your viewers can imagine that, and started a fire on a balcony in an apartment building across the highway. None of those adjacent fires caused any significant damage. They've all been extinguished, but unfortunately the senior care facility has suffered major damage.
Now, we were seeing on social media, people were saying that they heard an explosion at about 3:50 or so. Do we know if that explosion was linked to this fire that we're seeing with the senior care facility?
Well, what I can tell you is that we started getting calls. The first one was at 3:50 this afternoon, and we got a lot of calls. It's a fairly visible fire. It put off a lot of smoke. And at least one, maybe more of those initial callers reported the sound of an explosion. I don't have any more information on that right now. However, I can say that it's a care facility. We do know that there are oxygen bottles and perhaps other gas bottles in the facility. It's certainly possible that one of those may have exploded, and that may have caused the sound that reporting parties heard. It's a little early to say for sure, but our investigators on scene, and we will probably get to the bottom of that and perhaps the cause of the fire as well.
And I was also reading that everyone in the senior care facility has been accounted for, and they're now being transported to a safe location. How many people are we talking?
Yeah, I think that the headline is that the good news is that the fires are all out at this point. There were 5 residents of the care facility and staff. I don't have a number on that, but there were 5 residents who our medics examined, and there was no treatment required. There were no injuries, and they're being transported to a safe location. I'm being told it's in Alamo.
Thank goodness for that. Now, is the fire, I know they're working to extinguish it, but has the fire, the forward-moving progress of the fire, has that been kind of contained on both fires, the senior care facility and the one that jumped over the highway? Are those kind of under control right now?
Yes, that's some more good news. The adjacent fires were all quickly extinguished, to include the one across the highway. And our firefighters are in what we call mop-up right now in the fire structure, the senior care facility. They're mopping up, looking for embers, that sort of thing. But the fire itself is extinguished and has been knocked down.
All right, well, that is great news. Just a friendly, not friendly, but just this very, very strong reminder to create defensible space. These conditions that we're seeing right now with the warm temperatures and the dry climate, it really makes things difficult. I mean, the wind, you said, kept, pushed the embers to the other side of the highway, causing another fire. So the danger is very much real this time of year. I mean, the fire season has come early.
Well, as we're seeing day by day here in Contra Costa County, at least, and actually also around the state, fire danger is definitely here. Fire weather's upon us. In this case, these weren't vegetation fires, and I don't think the weather had much to do with them, except, as you correctly note, the wind in particular had a role to play in spreading this fire. If absent a very quick and overwhelming response, we could have a different situation out here. We could have a number of fires starting because of that wind.
All right, well, Steve, we really appreciate what you and your crews are doing and have done to kind of keep everyone safe. It's great news to hear that the people that were in the senior care facility are all okay, no injuries reported, and the progress on both of these fires has been, the fires have effectively been controlled, so that is great news, and we really appreciate you kind of just stepping aside to speak with us to kind of clear everything up for us. Thanks so much, Steve.
Absolutely. And to your earlier point, this is the time to be thinking about abating weeds and creating defensible space, because defensible space would have helped us had we gotten into a situation with multiple homes on fire here in Walnut Creek today.
It really, really is important. We will hammer that home with our viewers. Thanks so much. Now, again, if you're just joining us, we are covering some breaking news out of Walnut Creek. A house fire ignited at a senior care facility. That fire has since been extinguished. Staff and residents, 5 residents, we're not sure how many staff members were in the home, but 5 residents, they have all been accounted for, transported to a safe location. No injuries to report. Steve Hill of the Contra Costa County Fire Protection District said that the embers from that house fire blew over the highway. The wind blew the embers over, started another fire. That fire has been controlled as well. So it's great news. No progress in terms of growing. The fires are not growing. They've all been contained. Fire crews are now mopping up the fire at the senior care facility. Again, as Steve mentioned, this is a reminder. Things are unfortunately not great here in terms of when it comes to our climate. It's dry, it's warm. It's only going to heat up this weekend even more. These are prime wildfire conditions. Yesterday, crews were working on fire mitigation in Orinda and Moraga. They were doing chipping. There was a fire in Pittsburgh last week that came very close to home. That fire didn't damage homes, but it did burn some fences. And over in Antioch, there was a fire overnight near the Antioch Marina. That fire started about 3:30 this morning. It spread to about 15 acres. These are just a few fires that happened over the last week or so. So creating that defensible space around your home really, really could mean the difference of losing your home to a fire and not. So it is, again, a very, very, very important reminder to create that defensible space around your home as we go later on into the year and as we see these warm temperatures. But for now, you're watching Chronon, and we'll have more news for you after the break.